Hello, and welcome to Section 4 of the Academic Literacy module. We have finally arrived at one of the most important sections of this module concerning academic argument. Academic argument is basically understood to mean that one is engaging in a fight or disagreement about something. While it is correct to assume that argument requires the presence and representation of two opposing sides, academic argument is less about conflict and more about counter viewpoints that allow us to critically evaluate an issue in a balanced way. This issue or topic could relate to a disagreement, controversy, conflict, debate, or questioning, as Underhill explains in your textbook. What is required of both the writer and reader of an academic argument is a willingness to engage in critically evaluating both sides in order to gain a comprehensive understanding. This section looks at how academic argument is presented, how the reader needs to use active reading practices when evaluating a written academic argument, and how the writer should express academic argument in such a way that the validity of their claims is clearly established. Academic argument seeks to answer why statements may be regarded as valid. Validation or proof is key to an academic argument because it establishes a channel through which understanding is achieved. A statement sentence on its own does not achieve this. So qualifying or validating the above statement would allow you to critically evaluate what is being said and either allow you the capacity to accept the statement or reject it and formulate a counter-argument or claim that represents a challenge or opposition to the main argument. An academic argument not only requires promoting and validating your particular ideas regarding an issue or topic, it also requires that you understand what the counter-argument is and what validation may be used for it. Note that this is not in order to agree with both sides, but to show that you have engaged with an opposing viewpoint, critically evaluated it, taken note of discrepancies in the proof thereof, and weighed it up against your preferred position on the topic or issue. This is therefore done in order to strengthen your argument by refuting the strength of the counter-argument's claims. The way in which an academic argument is structured is as follows. The claim. Academic claim statements, also known as proposition statements, state your point of view regarding a topic or issue clearly, but presented in such a way as to elicit reader curiosity, and in such a way that the claim is open to debate. There are two example statements offered in relation to the claim in your study guide. Evidence. Evidence refers to supporting information that qualifies the claim. Generally, evidence is based on a scale of subject knowledge and writer authority. The more thoroughly presented the subject knowledge is, and the more authoritative the author is on the subject knowledge, the more the reader is likely to accept the claim as valid. There are two different types of evidence: soft evidence, which is emotively based, and hard evidence, which is statistically based. The counterclaim. In defending your claim, you need to understand that the evidence you find in doing research may not necessarily agree with your viewpoint. In order to best navigate knowing what evidence supports your claim and what evidence refutes it, draw up a claim-counterclaim table of comparison. This way of engaging in the relationship between claims and counterclaims is explained in greater detail in your study guide. To achieve a strong academic argument, always seek to include reputable information from strong academic sources and avoid the use of excessive emotional appeal. This weakens your argument. This is where your knowledge of the connotative or symbolic value of certain words comes into play. Be aware that the use of certain words is more emotionally loaded than others. Aim to use words that would be considered emotionally neutral. Please work carefully through this section of the study guide in conjunction with the textbook, so as to achieve a good understanding of academic argument.